Hey everyone, PTL here, getting ready to do a video on how to set up your Zpacks Duplex tent without hiking poles. I had seen Atypical Hiker, Kevin, doing it with his, I think it's called a Lansing tent. He forgot his hiking poles on one of the hikes he went on and used some string. So I'm gonna try it out with the Duplex. I think it can be done, so let's see if it works. It's a little breezy out here, so hopefully it's not too windy. I have my Zpacks Duplex tent, a couple ropes to use to tie it up to a tree, and my stakes to stake the tent down. I'm gonna use this light pole here as one of my trees. Got a tree right here, and I will tie the strings up to those two spots and some nice space in between for my tent to set up. All right, so here we go. So on top of the Zpacks Duplex tent, there's a couple little rings here on both sides. This little pocket is where the poles go, and you can tie your rope through that little loop. That came out pretty good. I got a string going up to the light pole. You can see it's tied up here. I've got a string going up to the tree. Put a little loop on one end of the rope and then went around the branch and pulled it back on itself to tighten it. And that worked pretty good. I don't have it perfectly centered, but it came out good. I'll go ahead and stake the rest of it down and see what it looks like. So you can see for where the pole normally is, the pole normally sits inside of this cap. I got it going up to the pole, but you have this string, and I thought maybe I could tie these strings up to the, that goes down to the stake, up to the pole. But I need this to close the doors. So I'm just gonna tie it down and see if I can close the doors. Right, so for my first time, it actually didn't come out great. I think if I had a tree that was a little higher, I would have put this side up a little higher. But you know what? If I forget my hiking poles, that'll work. It's a little lower than I would like. But again, I could get a higher tree spot on that side. It would work a little better. This side is pretty good. That side's a little low. As long as you have space for your floor plan in between two trees, that would work. I may try to pull this one up a little higher. So I was able to pull the right side up a little higher. Still not quite as high as I'd like, but that'll work. It's a little better than it was. A little bit of sag on the right still. You can see there's plenty of room in there now. That'll work. So you can set up a Zpacks Duplex tent without your hiking poles and without the exterior framing by just tying a couple ropes between two trees, using these little loops on the end. Let me know what you think. So on this experiment, I just used 2 ropes I had in the basement. So if you're out on trail and you don't have a rope, you won't have a chance to do this. I always carry this little wristband rope. It's one of those wristbands that in an emergency, you can pull the rope out of this. It's about 50 feet of rope. And if I had an emergency, a broken bone or something, you could use this to tie a splint. You could also use it in an emergency if you forget your hiking poles and get a couple pieces of rope out of it. I always carry it. Haven't used it yet, thankfully. But if you need it, I always have this with me. So that would be my rope on trail. And I just want to give a shout out to Kevin of Atypical Hiker. I'll put a link to his channel down in the description. Check out his channel. I got the idea of setting up a duplex from his on-trail experience where he forgot his hiking poles, got a couple ropes, and tied his tent up between 2 trees. And it works. And also, don't forget to hit the like button as well as subscribe and hit notifications so you get future posts. Have a great day, everyone.